How's everybody doing this evening? I want to make a follow-up video to the Jake Paul situation and how he's gone from the penthouse to the outhouse. Like I said, I've watched his videos. He always kind of pushes it, and I think lately he kind of pushed it even before doing the video of the poor individual that committed suicide. But he was doing things like fuck Santa Claus and stuff like that. Even when he was in Japan, he was doing some crazy videos about, oh, they're throwing me out of Japan and all this kind of stuff. And I've always watched the guy, and it always seems like he's pushing the envelope, but he kind of got to a point where he got to be a victim of his own success. The zany, crazy, outlandish, I'll do anything kind of video kind of got the better of him. And he's paying the price right now. He's paying the price big time. I mean, you ever see a beatdown? This kid's a beatdown right now. He's a total beatdown. It's amazing how quickly you can go from the very top to the very, very bottom. I mean, social media and the internet is a wonderful thing when it's working for you. And it's also a miserable thing when it works against you. And right now, it's working against him in a big, big way. And you can see it in his face. I mean, he looks like a whipped puppy on that apology video. I mean, he looks worse than a whipped puppy. He looks like a drowned whipped puppy. I mean, take away your multi-million dollar YouTube account, put it all in jeopardy, not alone his multi-million dollar YouTube account, but all of his apparel, you know, the companies that are, you know, supplying. I think there's a company out there called Maverick, and they're not associated with him, so they're saying, hey, you know, our sales have even dropped because of this guy's crazy activity and his, you know, stupid behavior. And then, you know, not only that, you do it in a foreign country. You know, Japan isn't like the United States. They're a little bit more closed. They're a little more protective. They're not quite as, you know, when a foreigner comes over and kind of shoves something that's not something of you know, that you probably, you know, as a country, you know, you're not proud of the, you know, suicide rate. So he kind of shoves it in their face with that thing. I mean, it's just like, oh man, this guy just went off the deep end. So like I say, he's a little bit of a whipped puppy right now, a drowned whipped puppy, a strangled drowned whipped puppy. So he says he's going to quit doing YouTube for a little while. I don't know how long he'll be off, but it's going to be really tough for him to come back with that same, you know, kind of activity. And he shouldn't really come back with that activity. I mean, that activity was just, it's, you know, like I say, it was a victim of his own success. You could only maintain it for so long, and he just kept pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. And he finally got to the point where he just did push it too far. But the bigger they are, the harder they fall, it looks like. So we'll see what happens with Mr. Paul, Logan Paul. Like I say, I'm just observing this from a distance. I have no stake in this anymore. I don't have a dislike for him. Actually, anybody like that, I admire their success and admire what they've accomplished on YouTube. So I wish him well, but man, he really stuck his foot in his fucking mouth. Big fucking time. So YouTubers, beware. You got to be real careful before you hit that upload button, because you never know how it's going to come back to affect you. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you.